Hello, Nick Kringus here with the ranking report. This week I want to talk to you about test site Guerilla. And if you've been following along with the High PR Live episodes, which I'm sure you have, test site, we named them after animals, the 5 test sites that we were tracking. And this one was Guerilla, for those of you following along. So what I want to do here is I want to put one Market Samurai PDF ranking report up against the next week's. So 2 weeks right up side by side to one another to show you what's happening. So from May 5th to May 11th, as you can see, this was our a losing week for us, meaning we had more rankings move down than move up. And this was, I believe, the first losing week we had with this test site since starting to track. 21 moved up and 30 moved down the first week in this example. And as you can see, in the next week we had 28 rankings moved up, but 20 moved down, so we're back in the black. And what's most important here is that we have more keywords on page 1. If you look from May 5th to 11th, you'll see that we only had number one ranking, 17 2 through 5, and 18 6 through 10. And then the week after, May 11th to May 17th, which was last week, we had 3 page 1 number 1 rankings, and we had 19 ranked between 2 and 5 compared to 17 the week before, and 21 pages ranked 6 through 10 compared to 18 the week before. So if we can do some quick math, that's 3, 5, 6. So we have 7, I think I did that right, 7 new keywords ranked on page 1 for this client, which is fantastic, because once we get on page 1, the client begins to see what they're paying us for, which is traffic increases. So that's great. Off the top of my head, just thinking about the keywords, they weren't the most competitive keywords that we got to page 1, but they were new keywords on page 1, and they definitely gave us a nice boost in traffic. And that brings me to my next point. The difference between these 2 weeks and why this one was a losing week and this one was a positive week was because in this week I didn't build any high PR links. I was focused on building cloud cover links or less quality links with anchor text like click here and resource and link, just to diversify my anchor text, so that when I came across an opportunity of a really high PR link, then I can use the exact match anchor text of the keyword that I'm trying to rank for. And that's the play. This week we went back to building high PR links, and you can see what happened. So that's what it's all about. Page rank and the relevancy of the site as well, but mostly page rank and the authority of the site that we're getting our links from. One thing that I'm having a problem with on this site is, so these keywords that we moved up to page 1, like I said, they're not the most competitive, but this client is in a very competitive niche, and 9 out of 10 competitors, I'd say, if not all of them, are huge multinational corporations that pay a lot in SEO, frankly, and they're competitive. The keywords get about 10,000 exact match searches per month, and it's a competitive niche. So moving up to the first page means thousands of dollars in new sales. And so let me tell you, when she first hired me, the one keyword that we had was on page 1. That was over 20,000 exact match searches. And we were able to move it up page 1 a couple spots to, I think, number 6 or number 7. And the other 3 were about 10,000 exact match searches per month, but we weren't found anywhere for those terms, not on page 30. So I focused on those, and I got all 3 of those on page 2, which is fantastic. But we're not going to see any traffic increases until we get to page 1. So there comes my problem, because I'm not able now to push it up to page 1 with the linking that I've been doing. And let me explain. First of all, I think that I've been building mostly PR2 to PR5 links, and with the exact match anchor text. So that got me to a certain place, to page 2. And frankly, I think that we're going to need even more powerful, higher page rank links to get up to page 1. And we're going to have to diversify the anchor text a little more, so that the percentage of the exact match anchor text is low. It's under 10%, let's say. Right now it's a little high because that's all I've been building. So it goes to show you that in a really competitive niche, where you're going up against national competitors, page rank 2 to page rank 5 might not always do it, or you just have to build a lot of them. But we're on page 2, right on the cusp, so it might just take a couple more, but my hunch is that I'm going to have to get even higher page rank, like PR 6, 7, 8s, 9s, those types of links on the homepage of relevant sites, preferably. And I think that will move us up finally to page 1, where the client will finally get the ranking increases that they deserve, and that's why they pay us in the first place. Not ranking, I'm sorry, traffic increases that they pay for. What I want to close with is this. It doesn't matter what you read on these SEO blogs and authority SEO sites that tell you all about theory, about what they think is working. The bottom line is, especially in competitive niches, if you want to get on page 1 of Google and the organic results, it's not if, but when. So if you have a good SEO doing work for you, it's not if you'll get on page 1. It's about how much you'll need to spend to get there. So it's not a question is if you'll get on page 1, but how many high page rank links can we acquire to get you on page 1, or how many will it take? So getting on page 1 of Google is 100%. I hate to say this, but it's bought. It's the ugly truth, but I welcome you to challenge me on that. But if you pay enough, you can get on page 1 of Google. Bottom line. So this has been Nick Kringus with the Ranking Report.